Monday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, what a gorgeous weekend it was. We had a little bit of rain start to roll its way in yesterday, but all in all, it was pretty gorgeous. We had some of the sun. We had some warm temperatures, relatively speaking. As we make our way into the start of the week today, are we going to see that warming trend continue?
It was a warm and wet weekend. We did see some of that rainfall yesterday. In fact, in Walla Walla, we saw nearly an inch of rain yesterday. Now, in the Tri-Cities, we saw over a tenth of an inch of rain, just over a tenth of an inch of rain yesterday. But we did see those warm temperatures. Now, today it's going to be much cooler. We are going to be looking at rain showers once again, and we're also going to be looking at some embedded thunderstorms in the forecast area as well. And then as we go overnight tonight into Tuesday, our attention is going to shift to the presence of some very strong winds. There's a lot to discuss today on the weather side of things. Right now, as you look outside in Yakima, we are right now at 34 degrees with mostly clear skies and fairly calm winds. Those clear skies are going to be going away very quickly today, again, with those showers as we get towards the later morning and afternoon. So here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. We will be faced with rain showers and some potential thunderstorms on this Monday. Heading into Tuesday, overnight tonight through the day on Tuesday, again, our attention is going to shift to strong winds as most of us could see gusts in the 40 to 50 mile per hour range. And then as we go through the day on Wednesday, that is going to be a rather sunny day. And we're also going to be looking at calmer weather conditions on Wednesday as well. We'll talk more about all three of these weather headlines, and we'll also talk a number of weather alerts that have been issued for our forecast area. That's all coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima. A massage therapist has been sentenced to 6 months in jail for raping a client in 2023. Jose Adrian Cisneros Alvarez was originally charged with second-degree rape, but pled guilty to third-degree rape as part of a plea deal made in December in Yakima County Superior Court. As part of the deal, prosecutors recommended Cisneros Alvarez serve 6 months in jail with 12 months of community custody. The presiding judge is going with that recommendation and requiring Cisneros Alvarez to register as a sex offender. 2 men were sentenced in connection with a Tri-Cities drug bust officials say was one of the largest in eastern Washington history. It started when investigators say they found one of the suspects was using the portal service to ship dozens of pounds of drugs. Now, these pictures show some of the evidence collected. More than 100,000 fentanyl pills, 50 pounds of meth, and a kilo of cocaine were seized, along with multiple guns. This was all found in Richland stash houses in December of 2022. The men were sentenced to several years in prison. And 2 people are in the hospital following a car crash in Findlay yesterday. Take a look at these photos from the scene provided by first responders. Authorities say the 2-vehicle crash took place yesterday afternoon at the entrance of Green to Go, a popular cannabis dispensary. 2 of the 3 people involved in the crash were transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the crash, though, remains under investigation, and it's unknown if any charges have been filed. Switching gears this morning, work to fix a damaged section of westbound Interstate 82 Yakima River Bridge near Sela has officially started. According to WashDOT, the work will involve straightening a bridge truss and repairing a guardrail after a semi-truck crashed into it last month. During repairs, westbound traffic on I-82 towards Sela will be diverted to Sela Road, and travelers continuing westbound towards Ellensburg will be able to cross back to I-82 after the twin bridges.
This is a pretty easy fix. We had some time to plan for it, which is really good news for everyone as a whole. Hopefully the weather will hold up and we'll be able to continue this and complete our project here in the next couple of weeks. So again, thank you for the travelers for your patience, and we'll get this fixed as soon as we can.
Now, WashDOT also recommends that drivers plan ahead for additional travel time as traffic may back up during peak travel times. Crews are expected to finish their work in early March. Meanwhile, the city of Pasco is implementing a new ordinance for overnight semi-truck parking. The new law is allowing property owners and businesses in industrial districts to create overnight semi-truck parking lots. City leaders tell us growing freight traffic through the region is pushing the drive to give truckers safer options when stopping to rest.
We have different facilities that have opened up recently, like the Amazon facilities. So obviously that's going to generate some additional freight traffic, and that's just one of the opportunities that pop up. Like, okay, how are we going to handle and what are we going to do about these things?
As part of the new ordinance, these lots can only be in areas at least 250 feet from residential areas, parks, and schools with easy access to highways, as well as at least 15 acres in size with security features and amenities. Mid-Columbia Meals on Wheels is celebrating after another donation from Lamb Weston to help them further their operations. This month's donation is part of a 5-year promise to donate $30,000 each year to the organization. This year, it's going towards a backup refrigerator unit.
A $30,000 donation yearly for 5 years allows us to really upgrade the sustainability of our industrial-sized kitchen so that we can really focus on the meal preparation and feeding the community and providing that connection so that seniors don't have to face that hunger alone.
Now, Mid-Columbia Meals on Wheels relies on a team of over 400 volunteers each month to bring homemade meals to members of the community. They always are in need of more volunteers and donations to keep their operations moving. And finally, dozens of first responders from around the Tri-Cities came together for a good cause Saturday afternoon. The annual police versus fire hockey game took place at the Toyota Center before the Tri-City Americans game to support the Tri-Cities Chaplain Services Network and a police memorial fund. But it wasn't always in front of so many people, they say. We caught up with both teams before the game.
As it's progressed, it's become a little bit more popular. Now we're playing just before the M's games, so the fans who have tickets for the M's games can come in and watch this as well, and it's a good fundraiser for us.
I also played, amateur hockey with a lot of those guys, and they're really good. They just have a shorter bench, so if we can endure we can just tire them out. That's kind of our strategy. We're just going to tire these guys out.
Tri-City Fire beat police 5-2 to take this year's trophy. 15% of ticket sales will be donated to the organizations, and everyone we spoke to say they're excited for next year. And Jefferson, let's talk weather here. As we get on into the next couple of days, I feel like people are going to be excited for the week ahead with temperatures kind of warming up. Are we going to see any sunshine also this week?
Potentially by Wednesday. I would say Wednesday is going to be our best opportunity to see sunshine. And I would also say that if you joined us last week, temperatures have kind of trended downward from what we were talking about last week. Not thinking we're going to see 60s this week, but mid to upper 50s potentially as we get towards the middle of the week. Here's what you can expect for today, though. We are going to be looking at certainly a large temperature gradient in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys. Highs today will only be into the low to mid 40s with showers for the Columbia Basin and out towards the Blue Mountain foothills. We will see highs in the mid to upper 50s. So definitely a steep temperature gradient across the forecast area today. There's also going to be a chance of some embedded thunderstorms with showers today, and then overnight tonight through tomorrow, our attention is going to shift to a high wind threat. We'll talk about all of these scenarios coming up.
Thanks.